everyone joining us live.
Hi,
And
hi.
hello, everyone watching the replay. And, before we go back to talking amongst ourselves, because we do that, I just want to say that everyone's channel is linked down in the description. This is honestly is going to be just a casual catch up with people that I love, which includes you guys in the comments. So if you're here, please, say hi and everything, like the tiny and the lovely Ange. Hello, Ange. Thank you so much for being here. And hello, Richie. Thank you so much for being here. And hello, Sarah. Thank you for also being here.
Hi, everybody.
Sunday with you.
Yeah, it's been far too long since we've all had a chance to sit down and chat.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I'm just happy to be here, even though it was absolutely second
Let's
kind of.
be.
But we made it. We're here, and I'm so glad to be here with everybody and to see everyone. So,
It's good to see you too, my lovely.
We were planning a live, actually, just something similar like this when I got COVID. So I was like, nah, I had to cancel. So I was really, really bummed about that because I was excited to talk to Sarah because I don't even know when was the last time that you were on my channel. Was it the vampire?
Far too long. Like I said, I've missed everyone. I've missed being on TarotTube. I've missed being more participating with things lately. But this last month has just been, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's felt like this last month was just fast roller coaster. You blinked and it was gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like 2022 sucks even more than 2020, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
We're learning lessons. Yay!
Yep.
Yeah,
honestly,
need to learn, but it's all a process. I have to tell myself that.
Yeah, when I was like, oh, I'm gonna be, I feel like I'm gonna become spiritual. I was expecting the rainbows and butterflies and life getting easier because I will have a bigger and better understanding of things. And now I'm like, yeah, this is another lesson, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, bigger, better, and also understanding means understanding just how deep into things you can be at times.
Yeah, and you mean shit, right?
Yeah, but hey, that which does not kill us makes us stronger and gives us lots and lots more reasons to go to therapy and bad coping mechanisms, right?
And that was a very, very good sentence because I was almost like, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that if I could find a good therapist, therapy would help me, but it's hard to find a good one.
It's rough. It's hard finding somebody that you mesh with, and especially here in the U.S., there's the cost involved because that's.
I mean, I didn't want to say that. Yeah,
not always necessarily covered by insurance. Yeah. It's rough, especially heading into this time of year. I know this time of year is, kind of rough on some people. So, it's full of life and cheer. It's also full of stress and a lot of other stuff. But you know what? We're not going to dwell on that because, you know what? This is about chilling out, hanging out, and having a great time.
Yes, absolutely. Enjoying for you, Sunday is quite early, right? You still have like half a day or something?
Yeah, it's only about 1 o'clock where I am. It's getting into that nice hazy gray November rainy that part of fall.
We were just bitching about that with Richie.
It has not stopped raining here since Friday when I did my live. It has been, and not just rain. It's been that constant rain,
foggy
and where you can't see across the road kind of rain. And it's
Wonderful
been for 48 hours, and I'm beginning to hate November.
This is Team Sunshiny over there, over here.
On the other hand, it's okay. It's great weather for writing. I'm okay.
It's great weather for frogs and ducks. It's fine.
Yeah.
If I could stay inside, I would be okay. But I need to go outside into that weather, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Oh, I see we have a Basil appearance. Hey, Katie.
Basil was actually in front of me here. He does like alive to join in. His little tail is always just below the camera. So he's come over here to say hello and to clean himself because
obviously it's a cat.
That's what cats do. Just when you go live, they'll throw up, fall off, or clean areas of them that you're thinking, don't do that.
Making disgusting noises, and yeah. But yeah, kitty.
Oh.
I mean, mine is already outside because she sleeps outside because
Really?
she's half white cat and gets up around 2 a.m. to go hunt, and I just can't be not bothered, but I can't handle getting up in the middle of the night, letting her out, and go back to sleep and sleep for another 3 hours because I can't fall back asleep. So she's staying outside until it gets really, really cold because obviously I don't want her to get sick or something like that. So
of course,
during the winter.
I've got a question for us. So when you come back as an animal, because obviously we all are, would you rather come back as
I don't
a cat
believe
or
in
a
that.
dog?
come back as a cat or a dog? That is a good question.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, my first instinct is to say cat because I'm already enough cat-like. The personality transition wouldn't be that much because, oh look, I sleep 16 hours and snuggle up with my human and get fed and pampered. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But and they tend to live,
depending on the human.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And cats tend to live a
I
little
don't really
longer.
care either way. I just, I need to find a good owner because if I'm an animal and like a pet, if I'm with someone who's an asshole, I'm gonna be hurt and mistreated. If I'm with someone who loves me, that doesn't matter what am I. So I would go from, if I could choose, I would choose it from that end.
I suppose safeguarding wise, a cat would be better, wouldn't it, to be in that case if you wanted to? Because cats are very good at getting away from people if they're
Not
quite
all of them. I mean, let's not go down to humans are assholes road.
Yeah, we all know that. We all have our stories about people who do bad things to animals that we would like to kick off a bridge. Let's just not bring that up.
If I could, I would have a baseball bat and go on. And
Harley Quinn time. I like it. Yeah. Definitely got to feel for our poor fuzzy buddies. Although there's something to be said for how loyal dogs are too. There's something to be said for how loyal. They're wonderful.
I'm a cat person. Doesn't mean I wouldn't be better as a dog. And my Chinese astrological whatever sign is a dog. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm a dog. I'm loyal, which is true.
Sheep. I absolutely hate my Chinese zodiac.
Sheep.
It's worse than that. I'm a pig.
Nope.
I mean, my surname rhymes with the Hungarian name for sheep, so I was teased with it growing up a lot.
Oh.
Our family, we were the sheeps, and I was like, ha ha ha, very funny, very creative. And all that. We have a question. Have the three of you gotten or worked with any new to you decks lately? All I have is new decks. But I have not worked with anything new.
1 second. I'm going to just turn my camera off to go and get it.
Ooh. I mean, and she's also a dog. Cool. I mean, I knew we were friends for a reason. Yeah, I recommend baseball bats for so many things. I really need one. It's not as easily available here because people don't play it. Or even though it might not be a good thing, if I have access to things that I can get violent with. But let's see. Okay, let me end big and Richie then. Do you want to go big?
Can do if you want.
Oh.
I don't know. My camera's not set up. It might not be in focus, but I've got this one.
What is this? It's really pretty.
It's very pretty.
What is this?
It's called the Tarot of Oneness.
Oh, I know the name.
Yeah, it was Kickstarter, and I haven't picked it up yet really to use it because I did think I might do a walkthrough. Oh, hang on a moment. Let me just turn my lights down in the lounge because it might make life a bit better. Hang on a second.
No worries, I'm getting decks while you're on, big screen, so I'm not touching your screen.
There. Okay. So, it's very bright. Let's go back. Can you see the nice colours you got here?
Red, yellow, blue, and all the
very pastel,
rainbowish.
nice edges.
Nice.
As I say, my camera's really not so, but it's got a real Lightseers vibe and spacious.
Yeah, I can feel that. Plus spacious tarot.
Yeah, spacious tarot as well. It reminds me of that.
Red is not a bad. I don't think so.
Oh boy, Richie, you are really hurting my wallet right now because that is gorgeous.
Oh, the High Priestess, I like that one.
Now there are, and then there's cards I don't like. I don't like the Empress card. I know people will love it.
Oh, it's a
me,
elephant.
Not yet. It will grow up.
It's a baby elephant. How do you not like a baby elephant?
Yes.
That's even more. It's weirder because why would a lion hold?
Exactly. But then a lot of the cards I do really like. Lovers
It's
cards.
good for path working, which I don't do.
Yeah.
But I could see that as path working deck.
Oh, that is pretty. What are the animals on that? I couldn't quite see on the chair.
They're dolphins, so you're looking kind of at the end
of
a boat.
That's what I thought. Oh, that is so pretty.
So it's really nice thought. Really,
I love the bear.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I really like the Hermit card.
Love it.
Lizzie thinks that she's weird because they don't have the Lightseers. Come on, I mean,
it's not weird.
Yeah, I recommend the Lightseers, but it's not like everybody has to have it.
I have it, and I very rarely work with it.
I mean, I love it. It's one of my, foundational decks, but we're all different. So, it's a Canadian deck creator. Cool.
Yeah.
It's great. It's completely
This
fine.
one got me because I'm like, what's that? I had to go back. What's number 12? This is the Hanged Man, but they've called it Perception.
Yeah, and I was very tempted by this card because I'm like, hot air balloon, yay! But then I was like, okay, but I couldn't use this deck.
I won't say it all, but I really like the Temperance card.
Everyone has that deck. Be real. Okay, everyone except you. Now, do you feel better? I don't think so.
It is kind of becoming the new Wild Unknown, isn't it? Where everybody kind of has it.
I mean, I now have the Wild Unknown, and I absolutely love the pocket version. So
you're gonna like this, though. Hang on a moment. Let me show you. Oh, the World card is really nice.
Oh, even though that would make me think about death immediately.
Right, because the butterflies.
The butterflies are death.
Oh, I love it.
I'm sorry. Know your symbology. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, you're gonna, Sarah, but you're gonna particularly like the Ace of Cups card.
Oh, that's cute. Sarah's dying. Sarah's absolutely dying.
It's kind of a bit, for me, the animal's a little bit whimsical. I have a dark side, as Ben Gerald likes to remind me. But I quite like the kind of close up.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got the Wild Unknown like a few months ago, and I only got the pocket edition because it was on sale. So don't feel weird about not having it.
Wild Unknown, I don't like it all that much.
I was thinking, I was sure looking at walkthroughs and stuff that I wouldn't like it, and then a friend of mine showed the deck. Oh, sorry. Do you want to go back?
Okay, no, I was going to finish. This is basically what my afternoon has been, or weekend.
Yeah.
But no, it's a really lovely deck. So I've had a good look through. I deliberately haven't gone onto YouTube to see what other people have said about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
finished doing all the millions of wonderful things that I've started and never finished, I will get around to doing a walkthrough of it at some point. But I like it. I really like it. And it does remind, look at the cover of the book.
Aw, fishy.
So yeah, it's really lovely. So I'm looking forward to it. It feels quite a summery spring deck, that one. So
yeah.
I really hope it doesn't go out of print soon because I am definitely not able to get decks right now. But that is definitely flying to the top of the I gotta get list at some point.
There's gonna be enough people selling it anyway, if you think about it.
That's fair.
Kickstarter decks are always, a risk in a sense that if they don't work for you, then you don't have you don't really have time to actually decide whether you want it because there's a time limit.
Yeah, I've backed a few Kickstarters and then went back.
Hi, Debbie. I'm not watching the Patriots, so please do tell the scores. Yeah, I mean, I have another. It's falling out.
Oh, that's right. You put a video out about that. I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet.
And I'm only gonna show you one card because I have a video. So if anybody's interested, plus if you like this deck, I forgot to comment back. Someone, I think maybe it was Nancy. It's coming. It's gonna be in mass market next year. So Hay House picked it up. So if you like the deck, you don't need to worry. Obviously, I don't think it's gonna be gold foiled and all that jazz because I don't think so. Even though I know nothing, so it's just my guess. But where is the death card? Because that's what I want. Here. Look at the death card.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I really like that, there are tiny people who are just going on about their everyday life and they don't even see that, but that is always there. And it can be a frightening thought or it can be just something you have to accept. And, it's my problem. I know I have issues with that and stuff like that. So look at that. Hi.
That's
hello.
beautifully drawn for a skeleton.
I know, right? I really love the illustration. I think it's just so fantastically illustrated.
Ooh.
Like, look at the star as well.
That's gorgeous.
And there are some curves.
Oh, I'm liking how it's catching that little bit of gold in the card. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was an add-on for the campaign. So I was very, very happy. Even though it's a Pippish deck, so for example, this is the 9 of Cups. Yeah, so
it's still beautiful.
It's still beautifully done, though.
Yeah, it's not a bad pip. It's not a lazy pip deck because it's actually you can find meaning. For example, this is the 10 of Cups. How they are all connected and how everything flows from one into the others and. They are all sharing, and so it's not a lazy pip, definitely.
No,
I like that. That's good. So if it's gonna do pips, that's kind of how I like them. Is at least an interesting design or an interesting look, and don't make them all exactly the same, just with one more cup.
Yeah. Plus, it was coming from Austria, so it's within the EU and less shipping. And Richie has his own deck. Look at that. It's his new
This
deck.
is my proof copy of my Lenormand deck.
I will have to put you back.
I'm only going to show you a few cards because a tempting tease. So
yes.
But this is the proof copy. It arrived a couple of.
That is so cool.
So I made my own Lenormand deck.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Thank you. Are you still in the Netherlands? Because you commented last time. Donna commented it last time that said hi from the Netherlands, and I wanted to ask her about it. Just for the comment. So show us some cards.
These are the backs.
I really love the backs.
And you can fan them. And the backs is actually, it's jumping already. The backs are actually from a building in this town that I live in.
They are not at back. Come on now. Ooh, I love that.
So that's the art gallery, the back wall with a window.
Oh. That's really
so cool.
And I like it because I like to fan a deck, so you get lots of lovely
cool.
coming off it. Or
you're closer to me than you were before, Donna. Show us some cards, not just the backs.
You want to see some cards, right? So it's called My Summer Lenormand. That's the title.
Oh, I love that.
Oh.
And these are all photos that I set myself the challenge of trying to take a photo to represent each and every one of the Lenormand cards whilst I was on holiday during the summer. And it was a really good challenge. So we have ship.
I love the ship.
All of them.
Beautiful.
I need this ship. It's mine. I'm claiming the ship. Oh.
That's Anne Hathaway's cottage in Stratford-upon-Avon.
Really?
Very nice.
And I just literally, I promise you, I took them with my phone camera. I haven't got anything professional. I haven't edited them. I haven't done anything special. clouds. That's from my sister's garden one evening.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'll just show you a couple of other. This is my favorite. I don't know how it's going to show up because it's very blue. This is Coffin.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite cards. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Richard III. I don't know if you know the king they found under the car park. That's his skeleton.
Really? Oh.
It's not a scan. You know, they printed it. His real one's buried, but that's
of course.
And so it's in a glass case.
It sounds so bad. The king that was found on the car parking lot. Like it sounds so demeaning.
And it's really interesting how this deck follows through the story. So that's my nephew's wife's wedding bouquet.
Oh, that's a lovely bouquet.
I love the song.
And that ties in with like letter, which was their wedding invitation. So it's just a reminder of things that I got up. I'm just going to try and find you some select other ones. Birds. This was, I don't know if you can see, there were all the birds on a ship's mast just as the sun was going down.
Nice.
And yes, Richie will sell the deck on NPC, and as soon as it's out, I'm gonna link everybody on it. You know, it's gonna be a community tab for sure, or post now, whatever.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
No worries. Yeah, no worries, Donna. You know, you'll get back to us when you can.
Yeah.
Car park Richard. my kingdom for a force, yes. That's so true. Oh my god, that's so true.
I know.
Oh my god, that was funny. Okay. So you're back. That's so cool. And I'm just so happy because I still remember. I usually don't remember readings that I do for other people, but I remember the one that I was talking about an oracle deck, but because you were thinking about making one, but Lenormand is pretty much an oracle, and the reading was like, do it.
It was.
And you did it.
And I did it, and that's
yes.
And it wasn't too much hard work. I deliberately set out to make it easy on myself, and because I never thought I would sell it, it was a deck just for me. So I actually didn't mind what the pictures were, what the inclination was. I never intended anyone else to see it, and it just happens that people have shown a lot of love and a lot of attention for it.
Isn't he so cute, thinking that he can have a deck just for himself? Oh,
it's all
not how it works.
I swear to you, I wasn't like, I'm going to make any money out of this, or I'm even going to publish it. It was just a project. Could I make my own deck that I could use as Lenormand from places I'd seen and just spotting images? There was a day I had to take myself up to London just to finish it off because there aren't many snakes or whips around and other things and pieces. I had to go up to London and spend a part of the day just shooting those final images. Oh,
I don't. Ange, if you have time later or anytime, just please send me links that I can put something up on my community tab later. Thank you. Because and honestly, I don't know who's gonna watch this, who's not gonna watch this, but if you have a deck out and you're in the community, please do let me know, because I love helping getting at least the word out. I'm absolutely not like, I'm not going to share other people's decks because I have decks. It doesn't work like that. So I'm always happy to share, because I do love TerraTuber decks as well. No, Wips looks in kinky closets.
I had to go into a special shop in London, let's just put it that way, where I had to whip my phone out and take a picture where they had lots of cameras and security. I was like, I could get busted for this one, but
yes,
no, it came out all right.
I'm trying to show you guys a picture because guess what? I'm working on a new deck. Who's surprised? I cannot stop. I have an issue, but it's gonna be I only have like maybe 2 cards finished, but it's gonna be a slow process because I simply don't have time.
An oracle deck.
Because guess what my favorite oracle on my table is right now? Surprise, surprise.
Ooh, this is the Queen of Fire.
So it's tarot.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm picking flowers and jewelry or jewels and gemstones specifically for each card. And here's the King of Fire because I have them both.
Oh.
So I really want to make a collage deck, and so I started doing this. But my absolute favorite, because I'm fucking annoyed with people, is the choice, which is the Lovers card with 2 pregnant ladies.
I love it.
Because it's about your fucking choice, and it's about love, and it doesn't have to be love, but if you want, it's romantic. If you don't, it's just about choosing yourself. If you want to have a child, that's a fucking choice you should have. So I was getting quite political with this card because I'm angry. So yeah.
Don't worry, right there with you.
Yeah,
You're actually having some votes on the ballot coming up where I'm at, where if we don't vote a proposition in, we could go back to a 1931 abortion ban law that could criminalize a lot of things and put a lot of people at risk. So I'm definitely getting out there and making my opinions on that one heard. Let me tell you.
I mean, I can do that here because we live in the dark ages pretty much. So it's just horrible. But, at least I can try to create a deck and put it out there and be like, this is my opinion about everything, you assholes. So,
Exactly. Not every protest has to be a big one or, super loud. Sometimes the smaller, quieter ones are the ones that survive, right? That's how they always start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a coward. I'm not gonna, pretend I'm not, and I can't be the one who goes out and, says something to power, because I know the consequences and I would be crushed. And I honestly respect everyone who does that, but it's not me. My way is doing this, creating that fucking garden and being this.
Yeah, you need both though. Really, because the people who are out there doing the really vocal stances need people who do the more subtle stances to back them up.
Yeah.
Right? It takes everybody. So it takes all types to make something move. And as long as you're doing it in your own way, hey, you're still doing it, right?
I try to donate, because I went to a lot of protests that was connected to a cause that involves our family. And not a lot of people showed up. So, and I'm not saying that, you didn't show up for my protest. I'm not showing up for yours. It's just, it's kind of devastating currently that divide and conquer is really working for this. I'm not going to call them government because they are, it's a tyranny. Let's name it what it is. So, but they are doing it, unfortunately, very well. And looks like they are working with spiritual people as well. Because elections and stuff like that always fall on days that are astrologically very good for them. So there are some calculations always going out. And so, yeah, fun. But let's not go down that road. Let's blame Debbie for the other deck that I bought, because I finally caved in. And I bought the Mystical Moments, which is a spring deck, another spring deck. But I was like, you know what? I felt really crap in this past month. I bought quite a few decks to make myself better, which I will make a video about. But I was like, finally, what am I waiting for? That was a deal. So I was like, you know what? I don't fucking care. And I bought it. And I'm happy that I did. So, and, let's feel sorry. I mean, honestly feel sorry. Even though maybe it's not a bad thing that you have decks in storage, because you can realize if you actually miss them or not. Because, you might put decks away in a storage and you're like, oh, I have that deck.
Yeah.
And then blinks. Yeah. Thank you. So
it's kind of sitting there that I haven't picked up. So I know it has to go. It's going to go before Christmas.
A sloth and a coward. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm a writer. I write about adventure. I don't take them.
Yeah.
I mean, Sarah can, empathize.
Yeah.
Yep. Same. I resisted this deck for, I don't even know,
Show us some cards.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, this is the deck everybody knows.
I know it, but I haven't seen all of it. I'm not really drawn.
How do I make
so it's not really one that's been on my radar.
Solo layout. This is one of my absolute favorite full cards. It's shiny, but it's a crocodile kind of creature.
Yeah, very Alice in Wonderland. I kind of like it.
Yeah. It's a very female-oriented, but there are different versions for... I mean, the High Priestess is kind of, predictable in a way, but she has a shape...
Is it all kind of Victorian artwork then, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And we have, like 2 emperors, and I think the kings have 2 versions as well, because we have a more traditional, the guy with a thick mustache.
Love it.
Gerald would love this.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was going to say, that is a fabulous stash.
But we also have, if someone wants a female version, even though I kind of don't like how people are on strings.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand the role. I understand the role of an emperor, but it feels more like a tyrant than an actual emperor. So, but you were talking about Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, I love that. And yeah, I have a card that doesn't make me want to run screaming. I love it.
Yeah. It's kind of like on the bigger side, so I wasn't sure, if I will be able to work with it, but it's not as big as an oracle, so it's not bad. But there are cards like this, the lovers, like a bird, like why? Which made me...
It's real pretty though.
I mean, they are cute and everything, but when I was looking at it, these cards were the ones that I was like, I don't need this deck. It's kind of weird. But it's okay. It's kind of like on the okay side of weird, I guess.
I don't know why I like that so much. I shouldn't, but I do.
I know, same. Yeah. So yeah, and everything is just beautiful. Like 7 of Wands, just breaking out of prison or something.
Okay.
It's not as gorgeous as Gerald's card, the one that Richie made him.
AI one, Hot Gerald.
Yes, Hot Gerald was... If you guys haven't seen it, and I'm going to go back to... if you guys haven't seen Gerald's birthday stream, go watch, because there was some digitally created artwork, and there was Hot Gerald, and everyone was swooning over the guy, and I was too, because if that guy would walk up to me, I would be like, hi. Absolutely.
You made me fumble my tarot cards. Hello, Jitsa.
Guys, you were talking about, you're the lover's card. Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, Debbie is here, and it's Debbie's fault that I got the mystical modes. What's the score, by the way? Sorry?
I do like that deck. I don't think the cover of the box does it justice.
No, and this is I think it's the 2 of Cups. Which is one person with, like a Siamese twins situation, I guess.
Yeah, so the cards like that.
No, it's not. No, it's not. One of them is actually standing behind the other person, but I kind of looked at it and they looked like they are one body.
Yeah.
Oops.
They're quite pale, aren't they? So, yeah.
But they have tulips, which I really appreciate, because those are my favorite flowers. But yeah, I want the Oracle as well. I wanted the Oracle more, but it wasn't on sale and it's ridiculous. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting the deck. The tarot. So yeah. Impulse buy. Is it an impulse buy if you have that in your mind for a year? Because I did that.
No, that's not an impulse.
Yeah, it's just
that's a longevity purchase.
Oh yeah.
That's good, because you've given it a lot of thought.
Oh yes. Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was reading. What did you say? Sorry.
I said you've given it a lot of thought. That's all.
Oh, okay. Because I'm that old person now that I can only do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
I can only read the comments or listen to you guys. I can't do it. I'm not Gerald. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's
And
the only one who can
I'm with
multitask.
Debbie on that one. She hates the cover of the box. Yeah, I don't like it. If it was
It's
another
creepy.
it is creepy. I would have.
I don't like. I mean, to be honest, I don't like their facial expression. It's that we are dead inside. Look.
It reminds me of the twins from The Shining with that creepy dead face a little bit, you know? A little
It
off-putting.
reminds me of you know, that the Victorians used to take the photos of dead
Yeah.
relatives. It reminds me a little bit of that. That's
Yeah,
just creepy.
with that dead face, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. A good VR idea. Show us your 5 favorite NPC decks. I mean, I only have mine, so that would be a very horrible deck from me, video from me.
I've just read Debbie's post. Oh, I really want this deck.
Which one?
The Slavic.
I wanted it, but I don't. I'm not going to get it because it's too body not body beautiful in a way, but like there are guys in it with 8 packs and stuff like that. I wanted the Slavic, you know, what is it called? Not legends, the other word. Not rituals. Not mystery. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Legends.
No, that was the first one, and I said it's not.
That's what they called it.
It's called that. Whatever, it's cultural reference. You know, it's. I'm really, my mind is drawing a blank, but when I was very excited because it's, you know, from the same creators who made the Dark Mansion, so the art style is the same, and I have a card from it in that deck, and I was very, very excited because that was a green man, and it looked like, you know, someone who lives in a forest, and it's gonna be that kind of mythology. That was the fucking word I was looking for, which is kind of close to Hungarians, you know. So I was like, oh, I can find, but it's just like, oh, we're so strong, and I don't know. I just didn't like it. So
Debbie, can you put a link to where you got it from? Because I've been trying to work out where to order it from and which country dispatches it, because
it's from, I think it's from Poland.
Is it from Poland?
I think so. I mean, it's for me it was easy because, you know, but if you want to, a friend of mine who lives in the UK in Manchester, she's gonna visit in January. If you want to, you can order it to my address, and there's no, you know, extra VAT, and shipping is less, and I can send it to you in January if you want that.
Think about that one. Yes, I'll think about
that. Because, you know, it's cheaper and it's not faster, but
no,
if you can wait, you can save some money.
To get around those huge customs and heroes, you know, taxes and stuff.
I hate that. That's why I'm like, we need to organize a system where people who travel between countries can be deck mules. We need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really understand why the mystical moments
was $5. Oh, it might be cheaper for the UK because we don't have all the European.
Yeah, Theoretica. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I still have not gotten my hands on the Dark Mansion, which makes me shake my head. I'm like, but this is me, and I love like the whole Tim Burton vibe. How have I not got this deck yet? This is weird, but anyway.
It's strange you say that. I got Dark Mansion last year or the year before, and I've only just started using it, and I love it now. I've used it through the whole of the Samhain season, and it reads beautifully. However, it's just a massive deck. I mean, I've got big hands.
I have the small version.
Right, and it's just. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, mine is the regular size, which I think is actually something like the Mystical Moments. It's a bit wider than a normal tarot deck. And I bought it for myself for Christmas 2 years ago. And I only used it a few times, but I'm getting it out for this Christmas season as well, because for me, it gives off children's book, you know, illustration vibe, which is Christmassy. And I love it. So
makes sense.
Which one is the Hermit card? On the box? What are we talking about? I lost I'm sorry. Oh, we have Nancy here. Hi.
Hi, Nancy.
How are you doing? The International Deck Mule Syndicate. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to establish. I'm gonna be the founder. Or someone, or just
You
a
need to get a
participant.
big swingy chair in a cat so you can be like that. Like a James Bond.
Where's Goblin? Oh, she's out there.
It's an invisible cat. I already have it.
I was gonna say I would pull mine up if she were here to say hello, but she hates it when I do that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, mine like this is my cat when I try to pick her up. So it's not fun.
Mine doesn't do the angry. Mine just does the squirm. No, put me down. No, you're embarrassing me in front of the cool people. Put me down.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Nancy will have it then. Yes, nice. We're gonna get to see it. So cool. I mean, I'm assuming there's gonna be a video.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I didn't know how much work it is to run a shop, I would totally be up for it. But I hate promoting things. I really have a hard time promoting my own stuff. So I wouldn't be able to, do that. I need someone who can market things. I can be just a happy person who's like, oh, let's pick that one. Let's sell that deck, which is not very useful. So, yeah, we have a link.
There we go. I'm just going on to Us Now on my phone to capture
cool.
that link. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm going on to click that link to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just click your links. We're not bothering you. You can click away.
I'm just going to watch.
In your.
Kind of inevitably what happens on these streams sometimes with, oh, look, I happen to have the money in the account. Oh, there's a handy dandy link.
I mean, I don't have the purchase responsibly and all that jazz, but don't feel pressured into buying anything.
Yeah, this is where we should.
We have issues. Our issues are different. That's just the only thing that.
Yeah, we should give a shout out to Gerald and say, hey, purchase responsibly, know your limits, don't anybody go into debt.
He's in here for in spirit, he's supporting us for not buying.
Exactly.
But if you want a new zombie oracle, you can just check out my shop.
Sorry, I got completely got into the website then I'm like that.
You just figure out which one is cheaper if you get. I think if it's cheaper if you get it from me.
That's the first thing.
Problems.
Sorry, I must be stop being antisocial, mustn't I?
There's like 17 minutes you need to endure, and then you can just buy the deck. So let's not disclaimers, blah 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 blah. Exactly.
Debbie made me do it.
Yes. If Gerald decided to sell decks, the sign would read purchase. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes. But I know, like there's a lot of shit going on, but sometimes, honestly, the only good thing is happening when you can buy a deck and wait for it. So
yeah.
I still remember Corvin is not posting videos these days, but I remember they had a video where they talked about it's okay to use whatever methods to get through a rough patch, because if you don't, it's better to get through it and be later like, oh, okay, I bought too many decks than not get through it. So if if that's the only thing that helps you get through a really difficult moment, that you're buying something, I do think that do it. Later you can deal with all the issues, but sometimes you just have to get over things.
And, particularly if it's something like a deck and you later on want to sell it, there'll always be somebody who will buy it, won't there?
Yeah, there's always somebody who wants. There's always somebody who wants it. And honestly, if you're not hurting anybody, and if it's going to help you, and if it makes you happy, and if it gets you through a rough spot, who's somebody else to tell you can't do it, or you're too old for that, or that's not right, or
that you shouldn't,
Yeah,
it's like, no.
Whatever gets you through the night. And I know, I'm thinking about a lot of things, and I don't know if all of you here are subscribed to Shona, because she has a new channel. I don't even know. Shona Rays. Tarot.
Yeah.
I think that's her channel. But she talks about very, very openly. She's very vulnerable in her videos about having issues like over buying and getting into a debt because you're buying. So I'm not diminishing the problem. I'm just saying that sometimes you need to buy a cake because if you don't buy that fucking cake, you're gonna hate life too much. So
exactly. And what's worse, buying the cake and having to exercise a little more later, and enjoying the cake and actually making your day suck a little less, or not buying it and just being miserable all day. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And honestly, there are much worse things than a delicious cake. Am I right?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think
Yeah,
we
as
can
long
all
as it's
agree
not
there are worse
hurting
things.
anyone, that's my mantra, which is a very nice kind of Wiccan pagan kind of mantra. As long as it hurts no one.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. I'm not going to say if it's legal, but because that's divisive on whichever country it's from. But as long as it's not hurting you or anyone else.
And sometimes, sometimes it's hurting you, but it's hurt less in that moment than the other options. Because, sometimes, like Shona talked about, sometimes you get into debt and you do things that you regret. But if you're not doing that in the moment, you might not have a chance later to fix it. So I just want people to be kinder to themselves, not getting themselves off the hook completely and be like, I didn't do anything wrong, I don't need to change. But don't hate yourself for making a mistake, because we are making mistakes. That's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I saw some logs of the Ganesha Rage. I'm so happy I don't care about the deck. 60? Wow.
Wow.
I mean, shipping for me is 25 is the basic, and then at least that amount for tax or customs. So it's about, for a $50 deck, I pay for 50 for shipping, which makes it 100. And I'm like, do I want that deck for that much money?
Yeah, it really makes you have to think hard, because that's a lot. That is at that point it's an investment, not just I'm just gonna have fun.
Not a mass market that I can order it and they ship it from the Netherlands. So there's like cheaper shipping and stuff like that.
I do agree though that deck, I saw that walkthrough too, and those backs are just, I'm sitting there imagining those by candlelight and thinking how pretty they would be, but yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, I mean, I just bagged the FMR tarot, the True Black's newest one, but I don't care because I knew that I want that deck. So sometimes I'm okay with paying a huge amount because I just want it.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
I like this idea. Like what Nancy posted. Whoever makes the most mistakes wins. What if that were true and we're all fucking it up? Could be. Like, just think about it. That's a philosophical night for us.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I should have went. I should have studied philosophy and should have become a fucking philosopher. But I was like, you can't live. You can't live off from being one. But that's not true. I could just be in academia and just write shit all day and think about these things and in papers that I do all the time. I miss my calling.
Yeah, I think I miss mine. Never mind. I don't quite know what it was, but
yes, My Way. I've always said that song by Frank Sinatra has got to be played at my funeral. Period. That is My Way, because that is. I'd like to think, wish that for everybody, because everybody's different. And sometimes you got to do it your way in order to make it through. And sometimes other people don't always understand that. And you're going to get a little bit of flack for it. But you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we need a group for that. The fuck ups. I don't think, maybe that's too negative self-talk,
I was gonna say, maybe that's too negative of self-talk of a name. At the same point,
we should call ourselves the winners, because if we're fucking up, we're winning. So we are the winners, though.
There you go.
Cheers. Though I'm gonna go back and I should have started that syndicate name. the International Deck Mule Syndicate. I like the Syndicate part very much. It's very much mafia style, which I'm like.
I was going to say, if you're going to be the Hungarian, what do they call it? The Hungarian part of the operation, you've got to have a code name, Orshi.
I need one.
What would your code name be? It's got to be a tarot card, hasn't it?
I mean, can I be the High Priestess? Because
I was going to say, yeah.
I mean, well, yeah.
I mean, I have the tattoo for it already. You know, like a tattoo. So
nice.
You have to be the Hungarian High Priestess.
That sounds like a really cool name, the Hungarian High Priestess.
Dude, that sounds like a great book title.
Yeah, that's I'm making notes. I need to include this. I have a book ideas, you know, like notes. So it's not like I'm not. I mean, I haven't touched any story that I started writing for like months, but at some point I need to pick up because I should try to sell my actual existing story. I really want it to get out, and I keep chickening out from the last edit because I'm like, after that, all is left is to send out to people, and I'm like, what if? I mean, I know that there's going to be a lot of rejections, but you know, I'm not ready for anything like that, which is stupid. Oh wait, Hungarian High Priestess. I need to make the note.
I just need to get off my butt and get editing and get my book finished.
Yeah. Same. I
But
mean,
not
mine is
just
finished.
sitting there.
But it needs to be checked for, you know, grammar and stuff, because grammar, English expression.
Oh, yeah. You can love English. You can love the language you're writing, and you can love it all. But grammar, I don't think I know anybody who actually enjoys grammar.
A rock band. Yes, absolutely.
Hey,
That too.
I'm down. That's awesome.
I wish I could sing. I can't.
I can sing, just not.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't say professionally. Give me a karaoke about right.
You know, Nancy, you need to edit me as well. I need editing.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, is I need to edit. My problem is I'm an overwriter. I never know what to cut and what not, because to me, yeah, that's important. Then I remember people are impatient and might not think that's important. It might be like, get to something else.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand. Oh, I love this. I have so many people in the tarot community where we connect on such weird, rare things, and it kind of feels like, you know, that not the whole, but a bigger part of my personality is in people. So if I could, you know, if I want to describe a soul family, for example, it kind of feels like, you know, the tiny part of my soul is in other people, and that's how we connect. Which might sound like weird or, you know, like out of it, but I kind of.
Oh, that's kind of a cool way to look at it, actually. I kind of like that. Would
So
certainly
you guys,
explain why you have that
pieces
instant
of my
with
soul.
other people sometimes.
You guys are my Horcruxes.
Oh, right.
So maybe, so you know, don't die, don't do things like that. Please take care of yourself, because for me,
hey, I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. I can't promise that my own stupidity won't lead to things, but I'm going to try.
Promise. Horcrux friends, yeah, Horcrux friends.
Can I say?
I don't know. Horcruxes are bad, though. That's definitely got some.
I know. That's why I'm like.
I'm like, no. No Horcrux.
I'm not Voldemort, so maybe that's a good thing. Even though, you know, anybody could have become him. That's the tragedy of that character.
Well, that just shows a decently written character that, yeah, you know, you could see the steps that they took to get where they are. You know, it's also kind of funny. You look at it, you know, as a younger person, of course, I definitely still identify with Hermione, but now as I'm older, I'm like, I really identify with Molly Weasley.
I love her. I mean,
I
mean, I want to be the Burrow, so I want to be a place. So that's always my favorite character, the house.
And that's just me. I'm the mom of my friend group. I'm always one who's like, did you get home safe? Did you eat?
I don't even know. I don't think I have anyone directly that I associate, or like I can be like, oh, I'm like that. I don't know. I like I said, I love the place. The Burrow is my favorite character all the time. So, like all time, from which is I love Luna. But Luna became Luna became my favorite after the 15th reread, because you always find someone new that you have time to actually appreciate when you reread something. And I read the book too many times, and I need to start because it's Christmas time soon. So, and I didn't read it last year, so I'm so excited.
And I suppose if any place in the Harry Potter world besides Hogwarts had a personality, it would be the Burrow, wouldn't it? It really would.
Yeah.
I mean, it's magical, it's quirky, it's full of love.
Yeah.
And I love her clock. I love Molly's clock. That is like,
yes.
I need that for my family.
Washing up brush, that's what I could do with. Just pans that clean themselves. That would be perfect.
Yes. Oh my God. I love that side of magic. Like, can I have that, please? I would like to burn shit down sometimes, but I would really like to get my room hoovered on its own, stuff like that. But I just wanted to say that I associate the Queen of Pentacles with Molly Weasley. For me, the Queen of Pentacles is that character, that how I think about it. So I love that, you said that, because on top of that, how I read the Queen of Pentacles for about a year now, it's my, when the character comes up, it's pretty much my, not guides, but I don't even know what I'm working with, but that energy that is there to support and take care of me. So it's really that motherly, but leveled up.
Yeah, I love that card. To me, Queen of Pentacles is more, it's almost more of an Empress card than the Empress card for me when I get it. That's to me, I feel the energy that I should be feeling when I feel the Empress. When I pull up.
That's so interesting that sometimes a king or a queen can embody the big one a little better or more easily understandable.
Just because more relatable. Maybe because it's a little more down to earth, less esoteric. Plus, it's not. It's centered around the mothering energy without the whole pregnant thing and those other weird complications that some people have with that card.
I actually am the Queen of Pentacles in. I am the Queen of
I am.
But when I did the old test thing, the personality, I came up as the Queen of Pentacles, and that makes an awful lot of sense to me.
I keep forgetting what's mine. I think it's something like the Knight of Cups or whatever, but I'm not connected. It's a Cups card, and I'm like, me, emotions. Have you met me? I'm all air. I'm all here. I'm not there. What the fuck are you talking about? So,
out of the court cards, I suppose it depends on the deck, but the one that just hits me the most, especially the one from the Light Seers, oddly enough, is Page of Swords. That's me. That eternal student, that curious, what's in this book? What's over there? That gotta know everything all the time. That very, Belle from, Disney princesses kind of energy of I have to know things. Like that library, honestly, just put me a mini fridge and a cot in there and come back in like a week. I'll be fine.
The Empress makes me think of morning sickness. Oh, that's interesting. And the Queen of Pentacles just feels no change in creature nature. I mean, I'm thinking, I already chose the picture for it. I just didn't make the card, but I chose an old lady for the Empress in that collage deck. Someone who is full of energy, who's throwing up leaves outside. Because I think that's such a, the Empress doesn't have to be pregnant if I have pregnancy in the deck. Because I know, and I wanted to talk about this with Sarah when that life happened, but it didn't happen, is that I know that, you don't like the pregnant Empress, but we are human beings, and most of us were created with a pregnancy involved. So there has to be a card that involves pregnancy, not because you need to or want to have children, but because if you have issues with it, there has to be a card that comes up and holds you that mirror that, hey, you have an issue with this, you need to work on it. And I wanted to talk to you about it, but we can do that at some other time.
Oh, absolutely, because that's a fascinating subject.
What should be in a deck or not, and why it shouldn't be. Because
yes, I love it. Plus, with all the recent some certain scenes in House of the Dragon have brought a lot of that to the forefront. We could have a great discussion.
Finally watched the season. Yeah, finally watched it. Okay, we're not talking about.
We're not going to spoil. No. That was all I was going to say on it, because this is not the stream to bring it up. So don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I wouldn't do that to you, Richie, because I love the show and I want more people to watch it. Team Black.
I love it too. And I mean, my reading for the 9th episode is gonna go up tomorrow because I had COVID and I just couldn't finish it when my mind was like, bleh. That's not when you watch something you care for. But I finally watched it and did the card readings. And what I want to do, which I really look forward to, not watching myself back, not that, but I want to do a video where I check the readings that went through the whole season to see what the cards were talking about in earlier readings. If was there any hint about anything that happened later? I think that's gonna be fun. If there was anything, if not, it's gonna be like meow. But I sit with the HP for me, but for me, I think put me as the Page of Cups. I think something like that was for me. Because it's based on what you are in the Myers-Briggs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and mine was like Page of Cups or Queen of Cups. And I'm like,
because it's the INFJ. And I'm
INFJ.
Everybody, that's the rarest type, and everybody is like that. It can't be true.
It's got to be true, though. You can't just say that. You can't go, no. It's got to be true because it's been tested. So you are.
Yeah, no, I tested. I did the test twice, and it both of the times I still fall into that. But I'm very close. I mean, almost in the middle of for introvert and extrovert. So I could be very well one letter on the other side. So I want to check what that would be. Because because I just don't see myself someone who's very well connected with their emotions.
I have that wonderful ADHD emotional dysregulation. So
I don't have that, fortunately.
But at the same time, like, I definitely connect more with the Page of Swords or Queen of Wands.
It's your international tarot.
Ooh, was the Empress? No, I would put RBG. Justice. I would have her on the Justice card right away. Bader Ginsburg. She was a Supreme Court justice.
No. I know, but which card would you pick for her? Justice. Yeah, okay.
Definitely. I actually have a great painting I still have to put up, but it's a picture of her as the lady holding the scale and the swords in the Justice card.
Yeah, she was in which deck? There was a American, where the towers are. The towers.
Probably United States of Tarot.
Yeah. I think so. I think wasn't she in it?
I think so. She should be. She was very instrumental in getting a lot of the whole things with Roe versus Wade passed.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Even though a lot of lawyers said that a lot of people are upset about this, but it was expected because the language and not the language of the law, but what they cited as a base, it wasn't stable enough. So it was just it had to be happening or whatever. So it was obvious that this is gonna happen. But my mind goes bonkers when someone said that abortion is not traditionally part of a culture, or society, and I'm like, have you met women? Like, women had abortion.
We've been dealing with this since pregnancy existed.
And the only thing you're gonna get is a lot of women dying again because they go to places in secret, or they will be forced to give birth to babies that they
who do hatchet jobs, or they're forced to have kids they really are ready for it.
Kids who are sick, kids who they don't want. That those kids are gonna grow up unloved. They're gonna have a miserable
Or at least
existence.
struggling when they don't need to be.
Yeah. So I'm just.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the Urban Tarot. I know that Ange had the deck. It's something like the United States of Tarot or something. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, the Super Lunars might have it. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, actually,
No?
at least to my knowledge, it's just one that I found online in one of those little comes up in your feed kind of things. And it
those are
about the
evil.
time that was becoming a big thing that we were voting on or waiting to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my own little, power to the people protest kind of thing, was to pick that up.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous that the reason is that it's not. I think I watched a lot of lawyers about this, even though it didn't happen in my country. Obviously, anything that happens in the U.S., looking at how power it has effect. Plus, my country is like, we're good Catholics, we're gonna force you to have that baby. So, but yeah, like I said, it's saying that it's not traditionally part of like only. I'm sorry, and I don't mean you, Richie, obviously, I don't mean any man who has a brain, but only men can think something stupid like that, because what the fuck are you talking about? So
yeah, just like you see a lot of posts and you're just like, okay, have you even talked to women?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have in your life at
did
all?
you ever have
Because
sex?
if you do,
I don't think you did. You don't
really
know what
need
the
to talk to them again in a little more depth there, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Talk to your mom. Maybe talk to your sisters. Maybe, ask those people close to you what they think. Even though there's a lot of stupid women, and I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't say it like that. But
yeah, don't get me started. There are a lot of people who do, both men and women, that do vote against their own best interests because, they think that, they rely too much on politicians to be decent people. And newsflash, not that there aren't good ones out there, but newsflash, they're not. They're not.
Oh, show Pikachu face.
Yeah. they are still beholden to their systems. So, but
exactly.
Yeah.
If men could get pregnant, we wouldn't be not even talking about this.
Yeah. We won't go there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So it's the United States of Tarot.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool.
Which, speaking of much better, happier topics,
we need to end on some happier notes.
end anything. I did not want to forget to do this because I know how much Richie loves his stones and rocks. I know we all collect them. I thought I would share this foam stone that I had.
Wait.
Oh,
let me make you a big one.
Isn't that pretty?
Wow.
What is it? Which type?
Yeah, that's a smoky quartz, and then the other one I wanted to share because labradorite.
Labradorite.
The flashes
so lovely.
They're not going to show up as blue, but it's got beautiful blue and green flashes in it.
Cool.
How many pieces of lab do you have, Sarah? How many pieces of lab do you have?
Just this one. That's why I got it. I didn't have any.
Oh.
It's not in this room.
It just lit up and grabbed your attention and you thought, I have to have it.
I was looking for one specifically, so I was looking through the labradorite and then just that one, yep, it was like, pick me. And then I went, oh, well, hey, you're also the cheapest one on the thing. Well, you're meant to come home with me. Okay.
Nice.
That's a steal, sure.
I had a, sorry. So I just wanted to say that I had a piece of labradorite and I lent it to my sister because, she was going through things that she was anxious. And I don't have a labradorite anymore. It happens because, she needed it more than me. So,
yeah.
Oh, I also picked up one of those stones that they use at the council seat in House of the Dragon, too. I actually have a Septarian stone. It's just not sitting in here. It's a beautiful little sphere. I'm like, my next little conquest, I need to get a piece of sodalite. That's a sphere. That's my next one I'm looking for. Ooh. That's my favorite stone is sodalite.
I was looking at, because my sorry, my voice is like, shut up already. I had Merkaba, amethyst Merkaba, I think that's how you say it, as a pendant. And 2 days ago, it decided that it was time to separate from the thing. And I looked into, getting another one because I feel naked without a crystal on me. I'm like, I need my crystals. And my throat chakra is closing up. Sorry. But I found sugar light. Maybe that's how you say it.
Yeah.
A triangle shaped one.
Okay.
And I'm like, ooh, that's a grounding and also for protection, which is like, I need to ground. I really need to work on grounding. So that sounds like something that I would.
Well, that sounds good.
So I think I'm gonna get that one. Plus, how cool is that? Like a black triangle.
Yeah, that is really neat.
No one can see it because I'm not sure. I'm wearing it under my clothes, but I know it's there.
Yep.
That's the whole thing. Always carry a crystal in my pocket, and it's like.
And higher literature. Sorry, I don't know your name.
Early.
Yeah, I've been looking. It was one of the stones that was always on the list, but I always get distracted by my usual suspects. And
now be careful because it'll get you, and you'll start collecting lab,
yes.
And then you'll end up like me, like a room full of it.
I would like to at least get a necklace for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're already over the hour.
Wow.
So yeah, and as you can hear, my voice is like, shut up. So, and I need to get ready for tomorrow because tomorrow is Monday. I'm gonna die.
All the weird things about this schedule for this month is Sunday and Monday off instead of Saturday, Sunday. I was not overly happy about that, but we'll deal with it for a month.
That's weird.
We'll deal with it for a month, but I probably told them it's not happening in December because my family Christmases are on Saturdays instead of whatever the day is. It's that Saturday of that week, and I'm going. I will not be there.
I pulled a card for you, Orshi, for your.
Oh my god!
I don't know if this is going to help or not.
I'm assuming not. If you're starting with that one.
I thought, how can Orshi kind of prepare for work and stuff like that? And I've got home.
So I should say home. Okay.
Reminds me of that line in that song from I forget what it was. Said, the stars were saying, "Girl, you better get back home."
I mean, this is a theme that comes up because I just changed jobs. So I worked from home before that for 2 years, which was wonderful. But I was like, oh, it might be a good thing that I'm leaving home, and I'm gonna go and be amongst people. Already like, no, it's not a good thing. But I have to travel a lot more, and I spend only a few hours a day at home because I arrive around 5:30 back home, and I play with my nephew for a little, and then he goes home, and I am knackered. And then I watch Buffy, like a few episodes, and then I go to sleep, and I start again, and I'm like, I don't like this. I really thrived at home, but unfortunately I couldn't stay because my sister didn't get pregnant again. It's like you would expect them to have more babies, but no.
But I'm just thinking about this now. It shows the quality time that you have at home.
Yeah, of course.
And don't roll. Keep home and work separate. So don't start doing that. Oh, it's only a few hours to work. Enjoy your Sunday still. You've still got a couple of hours. Enjoy it. Do something wonderful for yourself. Meditate, create, do something in that special time rather than sit there going, I've got to go to work tomorrow.
Look at that. I mean, I just wanted to have a pity party, and Richie is like, nope. We're going to turn this around.
Come on, go and look out the window like a cat. There we go.
Thank you. Oh, Knight of Swords. Yeah, I need to. Maybe I should show up with a sword.
Yeah.
Holy sick.
Probably not.
That was my first.
Holy sick. That was my first reaction to this.
Prepare for work by calling it sick. I want to be that cat in the window.
Could you imagine if that was the thing? I'm sorry, I can't come in to work on Monday.
I'm a cat.
A friend of mine pulled an Oracle card.
Yes. Oh my God, that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
If I would be quitting, I would. I know I'm not. Like I said, I'm a coward. I would never dare to do that, even though it would be legendary. Oh my God.
Yeah, believe me, there's been times I've woken up and on that Monday morning, it's raining out. It's that perfect writing weather. You're comfy. You don't want to get out of bed. My cat's sleeping on me, and she's purring and nodding at me like, "Oh no, don't leave, don't get up. We're happy, right?" And I'm like, there's somebody that just went like, "Cat on my lap, stay at home." Like,
sorry, it's priorities.
Goblin says no work for mom today.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Ugh. But yeah, I just feel that us humans really fucked up things with coming up with this system where we work for money and like living like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, and that's the thing that, you know, like, especially here, there's starting to be a bit of a revolution about that, where it's slowly gaining traction, where people are really starting to give that sharp divide between work and home and are being more insistent on, no, European countries have been doing this forever. Why are we, I hate to say it about my own home here, but why are we the shithole of the first world?
Yeah.
When we're the only civilized country that doesn't have a lot of these vacation days, that doesn't have the work week structured in such a way that it respects the fact that I am not your slave. I'm just your employee. I might love the company and respect the work, but when that clock ding dings, I'm wrapping up and I'm going home because I have a life.
I got very good at that. I used to check my emails in the evenings and stuff like that.
You can do that.
I tell you, when I go in at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, that's when my
things start. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I do. Is I point blank tell them I, do not have my work email on my phone. I don't have any of you saved on Facebook as friends. I only have my boss able to text me in case there's an emergency, and that is it. Do not expect to hear from me before and after these times, because that is my time.
I mean, this is true. I don't want to work at Twitter right now and be amongst those 3,000 people. Like, like, oh, Elon Musk. No, Elon Musk is actually a horrible person. So I might enjoy his work for space, stuff, but he's still not a decent human being. Like, let's not pretend.
Oh, there's so much more he could be doing with his influence.
Right? It's like, exactly. I'm looking at when you have all this money, why aren't you founding a crap ton of charities? There should be no school within a 100-mile radius of you that is underfunded for anything, for any reason, if you have that kind of money, because you do not need it. You can't take it with you. You can't. Most people can't earn that in a lifetime or even spend that in a lifetime.
What they do in one day.
Yeah.
Because for them it's just one fucking day. And I don't need that much money. I don't want that. I want a comfortable life. I don't want this shit that I have involved in it. So I'm a communist. Here, a socialist or whatever. I want people to have, like a basic good life. And whoever wants to go after the Ferrari and the big house and the yacht and do that. I just want my little cottage in Scotland in the forest, with working amazing internet connection and like things like that. That's what I want.
That sounds pretty great to me too, to be honest. Hell, I'd be happy with just a house instead of an apartment. I'd be happy to just afford a house in my damn own,
Yeah.
Close enough to the city to not be inconvenienced because I'm a city kitty. I need people. I don't know how to country. But far enough away from people that I don't have to deal with too many people, because I'm very much like a good neighbor. Stay over there.
No,
I'm an introvert. It's like, if you're my people, door's always open. I'm fine. If you're not my people, why are you coming into my bubble? Why?
Yeah, but trust me, it had a comfort in knowing people. When I was growing up in this town, which was a small one, people knew my parents, and they were taking care of kids because they knew their parents, not in I'm going to manage you, but we were looked after. Even we were running around and doing all these amazing stuff that kids do. amazing, whatever, you know. But
amazing slash
it was safe.
why?
Yes. But you know, it wasn't like this when you're like, who's this asshole who doesn't know that you have to wait a little at the post office? Like, people are crazy. Like, it's 5 minutes and they're like, ah, and I'm like, dude, 5 minutes, what are you talking about? So yeah, I miss the town being small, and I work in the capital right now, and I just don't like that many people. I'm just not.
Yeah, and my claustrophobia gets, that's one of my only claustrophobia triggers is crowds. I do not do well in crowds, especially crowds of people I don't know. And for an empath, that's like, you know, hell, let's just put you through a bunch of people who are emitting everywhere, whose agendas you don't know, and have them brushing up against you. It's like, no, there's a reason I use my husband as a shield when I go to places like that.
You've now got your labradorite now. You can just hold it in front of you as you a group of people. Out the way.
Look at Ray. Get away from me.
Here's my, you know, like, oh, fuck. I forgot, but, you know, the protection bracelet. I'm like, yeah. Okay, so I started to say goodbye, and people are paying. Yes, they are. About 10 minutes ago, but I don't know if we managed to switch to a happier topic.
Western goodbye. We're used to this kind of stuff where I come from. You start to say goodbye, but it takes you about 20 minutes. It happens.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know,
putting your coat on and then having a conversation at the door, isn't it? Is that equivalent? It's that part of the evening we've got to.
Yeah, and my mom and one of my sisters is like, oh, no, you know, you hang up. No, you hang up. And I'm like, do you want me to hang up? Because I'm like, I can't do that. I'm really bad with this whole, oh, no, I'm just like, no, if you want to talk about something, talk about something. But the whole, oh, no, you hang up. Like, no. You know, when people are in love, and I don't know, I've heard. I would be like, yeah, bye. I don't know. Shut up. Someone bought something and, you know, I'm getting the notifications.
Yeah, that's why I have mine perpetually turned off. I rely on the thing popping up in a number to tell me if I have a notification.
Mine goes to auto mute or whatever. You know, it's like I have it set from 9 p.m. So I have like half an hour till it can do whatever, and then it goes to sleep. And I don't care. I just say fuck off next time instead of goodbye. Yeah,
it works. I mean, that's one of the jokes that Billy Connolly always makes. That translates into every language because you tell somebody that, and then, well, off they do.
Yeah. Cities are beautiful. I don't mind the city. You know, Budapest is a beautiful city. The buildings are beautiful. I just want to go and smoke grenade the parliament right now. Like, I want them to go and get the fuck out, all of them, and just let's start new and stuff like that. But the building is beautiful.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I've seen pictures of Budapest. It's a gorgeous city. It really is.
It's just full of people that are trash currently. So yeah, we need some rats, smoking out some rats and stuff like that. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna shut up and I need to do stuff. So you know, I need to.
Yeah, that's why I'm dressed the way I am. I was getting ready to clean. Today and tomorrow is cleaning. I pretty much have a clear schedule, so the house is getting clean come hell or high water. This apartment will look nice, so help me.
I don't have a tight schedule for cleaning.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Well,
yeah,
but you have a husband.
No, I do the cleaning.
Oh,
but I'm just not very good at it. I just do it when I notice it's really quite dirty.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I look around.
Really rough, doesn't it? No, I hoover every day, and but I'm not very good at dusting. I only dust the bits that people can see.
There's no point dusting. I mean, I dust like twice a year because I do it, and 10 minutes later it looks exactly the same. What's the fucking environment? Nothing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're all going to fuck off now.
Okay.
Because, you know, because we are the winners who can fuck off anytime. So yeah. Thank you to everyone who joined, and honestly, thank you if you're watching the replay. I hope it's fun watching it. I don't know if it's fun or not, but I will try to be more active on Sundays because I moved my live streams to Sunday because I'm, like I said, expected myself to not be able to stream during the week because my mind is just like, especially now that, you know, I have a lot of information that I'm trying to like learn and stuff like that, and run away and not run away, you know, like when you want to run away, but you know, you can't, and that's a lot of effort. So, but I will have Sarah at some point on. I don't know when you're going to be free because, you know, your schedule is complicated.
It's complicated, but we'll figure it out. And I'll send you probably tomorrow a little personal ping or something. We'll figure it out.
And I will have Lainey and Gerald as well at some point on with these two lovely people for it's not an annual Halloween stream. Like I really wanted to do that for Halloween, but you know, scheduling issues and being sick and stuff like that. So we are thinking about doing something for Yule, Christmas, that time around. So one of those Sundays are gonna be fun because I will have more people on. And obviously, if anyone is interested in joining me, there's always an invitation, you know, like if I don't name you, I still want everyone. Like I think Nancy was saying some, maybe, you know, like, you know, not very, I'm not going to say that, but you know, Nancy was offering readings, like she was saying that she wants to do readings. So I was like, so I want Nancy on with Richie, for example, for some free readings at some point. So anybody can come on and talk about anything. So yeah, thank you everyone who was here, and you know, we're gonna start the awkward waving and stuff like that soon. So bye guys.